We are so quick to sell ourselves on why we can't have what we want. We fight for our limitations. It's like being a prosecutor at our own trial. No, I can't have what I want. And then we pull out all the evidence to prove why that's true. I don't know how. It's too hard. It's too risky. I'm scared. I don't have the money. My partner won't support me. I'm not good enough. And these thoughts feel true enough to then justify our limitations. Now, obviously, we all have limiting thoughts. We're human. And so, yes, it's important that you're aware of them so that you can do the work in shedding them. But even more so, it's important to notice when you're fighting tooth and nail to keep them. I see people doing this in real life, like in real life conversations. I was talking to a friend once who told me about his desire to move to a different state. And I was like, great. But then immediately he pulled out his laundry list of reasons why it will never happen. Even when I tried to offer solutions, he did not want to hear it. I see this online in the comments section of some of my videos. People like getting triggered by me even mentioning the possibility that they too could create better results. And then, of course, I see it sometimes with my own clients at the start of coaching. Sometimes I'll be coaching and a client will very quickly shut down what we call a turnaround thought. So, for example, if they come into coaching believing I'm not worthy, as soon as we invite in the possibility of that maybe not being so true, they're like, yeah, but no. So many of us do this. We're like not interested in even considering the possibility that our limitations could be false. We're already pulling out all the receipts to prove our case. And so when I see my clients do this, I call them out and I say, okay, stop. Did you see what your brain just did there? Can you see how your brain is fighting for your limitations? And sometimes I'll even explain like, listen, you can keep that thought. That is your choice, but let's just see how you feel when you subscribe to it, what you do, and the result you create. Is it serving you or not? Are you willing to entertain new ideas and adopt new thoughts? And then they have the choice from a place of ownership, not blame, of whether or not to keep it. But here's the point I want to make. If we can sell ourselves on why we can't do something or create something, that means we can also sell ourselves on why we can. And we don't need a bunch of evidence to do so. We just need one good reason to start. A reason to think in possibility. A reason why I am worth fighting for, not against. When our brains are so quick to judge us, crush our dreams, and argue all the reasons why we can't get to where we want to go, it's only because we haven't questioned our brains. It's because we've unconsciously taken on the role of prosecutor, not defendant, never having questioned ourselves and what's possible, never having argued a different case. Coaching holds the space to do just that. It helps you question the case you've built up against yourself and reestablish a new one. It helps you break down the walls you've built up so that you can see what's on the other side. But you've got to be willing to break down the wall and surrender. It's what we call being coachable. Being coachable is being willing to be wrong about what you've thought for so long. It's being willing to surrender and give up the fight against yourself. It's choosing to be on your own team and your own side because you get to decide the role you play. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up down below. If you're interested in working with me, the information is below, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.